Oh, wow.
Let's roll, guys.
Just keep.
Bam, and here we go. We are on.
Oh, shoot. Look
Right.
at this.
It looks like the first band will be Shaco. Once again, a very popular band. His ganks early game. He has been tweaked here in the latest patch. Haven't really tried him after the tweaks. It'll be interesting to see. So.
Yeah, there was a change to his two-shift poison, as I recall.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was. It was just a little numbers change, though.
Yeah, it was just to help him scale in early game, so he wasn't so overpowered as they felt. All right, now Swain is a band that I can see here. A lot of this might be a hate band. I did see some conversations on Facebook with Savantis mentioning that to never ban Swain, but I think that might have been why they did that. Shen, great control, like his ult that he can save champions from across the map. Definitely.
Being able to move across the map like that,
yeah.
it has a lot of utility in it. We also saw a Rammus ban, which has been a popular one lately as well. You know, people just I don't know what it is, something about that, like rolling in, that extra speed, and then that taunt.
Yeah.
Just shutting down a team.
It's the easy ganks that he's able to get. His ability to roll in from out of the jungle and get those heavy ganks. It's just hard. Ari, popular mid character. Her late game though, she scales very well in the late game. So, and then finally Udyr. Udyr is just a powerful jungler. It's really funny because the majority of the people they've banned are actually junglers. So. It's definitely one of those things in the meta game that a lot of people have seen the power of a good jungler. So,
yeah, for sure. It looks like our first pick. It seems that they're gonna take Warwick, but we'll see because we've had some last-minute switches.
For sure.
In the past, but
for sure. So. For right now, you know, I'm not sure if they're going to switch it up, if they just want to claim him from now, but if it's going to stay the way it is, that's definitely going to be a solo Warwick, so...
Yeah. Well, we got the lock-in with Warwick. Let's see what we're going to get out of Royal Pine for our first couple picks.
Yeah, so... For sure. Here, let's see what we can get. So.
Ooh, a Misfortune. Let's see. And a Janna. Ooh, yep, that Janna's gonna go down. Oh, and the Misfortune. So looks like we've got our AD carry and support.
For sure. So definitely for Royal Pine, definitely taking their bot right off the bat now, so definitely going to get a lot of harassment out of Misfortune. She scales very well in the late game, plus her escapes are amazing because of her passive, so that's always a great thing too. So
yep, she's definitely a fun character to play and just can do a lot of damage as most of the 80 range carries. Looks like we're going to have a Kog'Maw in the bottom lane for Derek is Asian. Going up against that Misfortune. That'll be interesting because Kog'Maw does have a bit of a range advantage with that ult.
Yeah, definitely.
For that poke and that harass.
Yeah, so thing about Cog is he's definitely going to go he's definitely a speed champ, you know, he does a lot of attack speed and definitely going to put in a lot of harassment there. Finally locking in with Sakura on that side too. Sorry, Soraka.
Yeah, you're good.
Wow. I know what I'm talking about. No, I'm just kidding. Soraka. Anyway.
You'd never guess her favorite sport.
Exactly.
Definitely not soccer.
Anyway, definitely going to get a lot of sustain in that bottom lane with the Cog, Sakura. I just did it again, didn't I? Soraka.
Yeah, You definitely did.
I did it
It's all
again.
good, bro.
Dude, Soraka.
No, Soraka, you got
Anyway,
it. Yeah.
so a lot of that is like she's definitely gonna do a lot of support, allowing Cog to spam his abilities because of her ability to regen his magic power. So
Yeah, and with that ult, I mean, Cog, he's dropping it all over. But it looks like we're going to get a Nautilus and a Yorick.
okay,
I haven't seen a lot of Nautilus play. I know he's got that hook. It has a lot of good utility in dragging champions to him and, moving him around as well. And then Yorick, Yorick is always a solid choice just because of his sustain and his harass.
yeah, for sure. And you're definitely gonna see that Yorick doing a top against the Warwick up there. So it's really interesting. Like a lot of these teams, like the difference between most of our leagues and leagues that you see in the professional thing is that they'll actually, a lot of them have the team comps down to a mastery where they'll choose champions so the other teams can't have them, kind of thing, and then switch after. But in our league, you really see that most people will actually grab the champion they're going to end up playing. So there's not a lot of. Honestly, I really do think that these teams will do better doing counter picks, the ones that really figure that out. But anyway,
it looks like we're gonna have a Kennen and a Vladimir go down for Derek as Asian. So I think Warwick is actually gonna end up in the jungle.
yeah. It looks like it does look like apparently so. Warwick can
like
jungle without smite. It does make a slower jungle.
Well, Kennen just picked up smite, so
Okay.
there's probably going to be a switch there.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted that Warwick for the jungle, so they picked it first. And we're going to get a Morgana in mid. That's going to be for Royal Pines.
Yeah, definitely a Morgana. That's gonna add some great crowd control for near end game, especially with her ult, with her mass stun. It would be interesting to see how that comes into play. So, and you're right there
sure.
on the Warwick switch there.
Yep. So we're going to have. My guess is that we're going to see Vlad in mid and Kennen up top.
Okay.
And Kennen's a good strong choice because of his ability to throw out those stuns too.
Right.
A well-played Kennen can stun an entire team, in using all of his abilities. So
Yeah, so it definitely, and I really do believe that the Yorick pick was in counter of a top Warwick. And see, this is really like what I like about being a little more strategic in your picks like this. Because like the whole time, someone can think you're going to be one character, and then right here you get this last-minute switch.
Yep.
And it really comes, and it's painful for the other team. So, because I really do believe that Yorick, Yorick is not the best pick against a ranged champ like Kennen.
Yeah, for sure.
So like that melee harass, I think that Yorick was hoping to get is going to be kind of a little bit ineffective now, but
he'll still have the range of his minions.
Right.
But it'll be an interesting matchup. I do think, like you said though, Yorick was probably picked, assuming that Warwick was going to go top, and now it's going to be Kennen. So it'll be interesting to see, what happens with that. But both teams really strong. We got a lot of CC. It seems like on both teams. With with Morgana. Morgana being on Royal Pine, and Kennen, he'll be delivering those stuns for days, as I would put it. Stuns for days.
Exactly. There you go. For sure. So definitely. I think one of the things too, and I know I'm going to keep beating this top to the death, but at the same time, I really do think even though that Yorick is going to be able to still do a little bit of harassment, it's going to be a lot harder considering that, since Kennen is a ranged champion, he'll have to pull out of his minions a little bit.
Yeah.
Past the minion wave to kind of do that harassment, and that's gonna pay off. But at the same time, I am looking at Royal Pines. Royal Pines here doesn't have a lot of AP champions on their side.
That is true.
So I mean, you do see the Kennen and the you're going to see Vladimir that are going to really pull a lot of the AP, and both of these champs are very AP dependent. So, and then above that, you still have your hyper AD carry down here with Kog'Maw. And then also your suppression here is going to be big, major for Warwick. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work that in their team comp. Now over here on Royal Pines, it's going to be interesting with their, because I do see a lot of Nautilus junglers. And like with Nautilus, it's all about the combo. So you get them with the hook, then you hit them with your oh geez, I can't remember the move all of a sudden, but it does a wave of AOE around it. So
yeah.
I
can't think of it right now either.
Yeah. But as he tries to book it away, you get that too, and everything like that.
We're gonna start in 8 seconds, so
cool. All right, I'm gonna switch our.
Oh, what's up?
Switch our view quick.
Yeah, I've got to switch mine as well.
Alright. I apologize to our viewer. You're going to see a lot of black screen. I believe the thing I keep forgetting to put my my player back into windowed mode when I play. I don't play in windowed mode. I play in full screen. So, but unfortunately, hopefully one of these days Riot will catch the drift that that we can edit some of these settings while we're not in the game. Opposed to waiting till we are loaded into the game and things like that. So.
Yeah. If you do want to see the heads-up display, you could jump over to my stream, but you won't hear Nick. And plus, I haven't posted any links to it, so if you can find it, props.
Yeah, exactly.
Props. That's all I'm going to say on that. If you find it, props. Like, you can watch it.
You are the winner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get this screen region up and running correctly. Remove that one. Add. Let's see. Add screen region.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, there we go. Screen region has been added. Let's make sure that it's playing correctly here. Oh shoot, I think I just totally screwed it all up. I did. I fail.
Mine's working. I've got it up. So, like I said, if you can find it, that's the new game. Find
the Jacob Inc. stream.
That's right. Find the second stream for our game tonight.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Failing for all of our audience. I completely apologize.
Oh.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, what's up?
Alright, we're up and running now. Let's see if I can get into this here. Okay, so definitely not a lot of action happening at this time. Definitely seeing some clairvoyance going on at the it looks like they decided to take each other's blues here.
Yeah.
So very interesting play here.
Oh, are you ahead of me in the game?
I don't think so. We're
2 minutes and 4 seconds.
No, I'm in. I'm at the same time as you are.
Okay.
Oh, it's taking up half the screen. Okay. Let me figure out why that's only taking up half the screen.
Okay. Oh, looks like Misfortune found Soraka. His little runaway, and he'll lead him right up into Warwick. It looks like Nautilus is going to get low from Warwick. Oh, and he's going to go down. Or, no. He's actually... Oh, actually, Yorick used his ult on Nautilus. Nautilus was able to come back, but did not pick up the kill on anybody. Looks like Vlad, he's really low, and Morgana's actually going to pick up that kill from auto attacks.
Wow.
On that Vladimir. Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Not a great thing. You have Warwick coming in here. I don't know.
Warwick's getting back in the mix. He almost got Yorick. Was barely.
Oh,
and Kennan's gonna
Kennen
pick up
picks
that,
it up.
that Yorick.
Oh man.
And you know that Morgana stun barely missed.
Yeah, for sure.
It barely missed Warwick, and that was why he was able to get away.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. A lot of action. Looks like we got some action going down on bottom too. Soraka's gonna go down to Misfortune, who was well. I didn't see exactly what happened. I just saw Soraka very low next to the turret and Misfortune picking up that kill. So
yeah, for sure. So definitely. So the stream is back up and running. I apologize to everybody.
We have some more action going on with Warwick and Misfortune in the jungle right next to
Warwick getting
red.
caught out there. Just not a good position for Warwick. They are going to go ahead and steal his red too to continue to add that harassment that they started there.
Oh, and Kog'Maw, he's like, hey, you know, get out of our jungle, but there's nothing he can do against, you know, 4 champions. So
yeah, 4v1 is not a good position to be in. So
not a good idea. So he's gonna decide to just come back down and lane for a while. I'm gonna take a look here at our CS and what's going on there. It looks like we're staying pretty even as far as the creep score goes.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, is very important. I mean, yeah. Oh, and it looks like
Royal Pine is going for the dragon at the moment. It does not look like they are going to be contested for that at all.
Soraka may have known something, but I mean, she's only at level 2. They've, you know, been having those disconnects, and she wasn't about to. Oh, and there's another one.
Wow.
I wonder.
War Monks needs to, I think, update his interwebs. So
yeah, he needs to get some new faster webnets or new computer or something.
Yeah.
It's so good. But up top, I mean, Kennan's life has been about that the whole time from Yorick. I mean, those minions, I've laned as Yorick and I've laned against Yorick, and you know, dealing with those minions when you're against him is just hard because he can just keep bringing them back and they can just chase you all the way to your turret.
Yeah.
Keep doing damage.
Yeah, so definitely putting in that harassment, doing very well, a lot better than I felt like he would against the Kennen there, but Warwick definitely showing his true colors, showing that he's a fighter. So
that Yorick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got going on here? We've got a lot of ward placement, a lot of really good ward placement. You know, Purple's got a lot of vision of the map. I mean, Blue's got a couple good, you know, nicely placed wards, but I mean, as far as like Blue's, as far as, you know, Derek is Asian's red buff, you know, right next to their liches and right by the dragon, you know, they've got all that covered. You can see it pretty well.
Missed that, but yeah, the bottom definitely getting pushed there. I think kind of finding themselves a little pushed too far. And also getting the kill on Cog.
Both on Soraka and on Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
That Misfortune is you know, getting quite fed. You know, 7-1. She's definitely going to be doing a lot of damage. That's definitely going to hurt them a lot.
For sure. And, you know, you can definitely see the bonuses in that. I mean, she's almost at 5K. You know, and the rest of the other, you know, her closest competitor is Kennen there for Derek is Asian there. So, so the $2 grand lead is definitely beneficial.
Vladimir's going to go down to Nautilus and Morgana. Just got caught in the jungle. I mean, in Warwick, Oh, it's getting close. Let's see. He's going to jump in with his ult and try to get Nautilus, but
Nautilus was able to escape that. But
yep, and Morgana picked up the kill there. I mean, we're just seeing... It seems like, Royal Pine just has control of the map this game.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek is Asian is just getting killed in their own jungle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like nowhere is safe.
Yeah, for sure. And to be honest with you, the big thing was they have just been able to counter jungle like crazy. And another drop there by
by Vandaleska.
Yeah.
But it looks like Kennan's gonna pick up the kill on Morgana.
Yeah, I don't know. Nautilus is quickly
for that dive, but here comes Nautilus. We'll see what's gonna happen. Oh, it looks like
Nautilus does find him.
It's gonna get stopped, and Nautilus, he's on the hunt. Oh, but Kenan with that short stun. Let's see if he's able to get away. And no, I think Kenan's gonna go down to that Nautilus. It got really close there, but
yeah, for sure. So. What we're going to see here, I'm not sure with them all in the middle. I would try and push a little bit, but it looks like they will retreat back to their lanes.
It looks like, they're going back. And we're going to have Vladimir reconnect. I'm kind of glad. Well, actually, no, this is not good. We keep having players from Derek is Asian
drop out, getting disconnected. It's really costing them quite a bit. So
yeah, I don't know what our policy is on that, or if if the teams are going to be willing to do a rematch. Or
yeah, well, to be quite frank with you, we do have a policy already set in place, and that is if the drops do happen before First Blood. And if they do happen before the first 5 minutes, so they have to meet those two criterias. So we can't just have a random drop because you lost First Blood or anything like that. So
So yeah, we'll definitely have to go back and review this and see when those first couple drops were.
Yeah. So I haven't heard too many complaints. We do leave it up to the teams to decide whether they should restart, especially at this point in the game. They do know our policies, so in other words, like, we don't just let anybody restart. But
York's gonna pick up the kill on Kenan up top, and down in the middle we've got Morgana picking up the kill on Warwick and Vladimir.
Yeah, both of them going down. Not quite sure what's going on here. Derek is Asian. It's just they're not working together. Yeah, I do agree with him. It is a 4v5 game because you have had that disconnect.
Yeah, I mean, Soraka's been disconnected for the majority of the game, so.
But to be honest with you, though, I mean, like, it is one of those things that, I'm not quite sure if what's going on there. Some chatter going on.
Yeah, I like that. War is hell. Isn't that a John Wayne quote? I think so. But we're going to see top tower go down to Yorick. That actually is the first tower to go down in this game, which is quite surprising considering, we're 17 minutes in, and Royal Pine has a 10-kill lead on Derek is Asian. It's a bit surprising to me that we haven't seen towers go down before now.
Yeah, but so definitely, I honestly am not surprised with top being so dominant that it's fallen this early. But it's gonna be interesting here. Yorick, I'm not sure. He wants it to look like that he wants to make a move in mid, but
yeah, it looks like he's kind of
hanging out. He will end up going back up top though, with top being pushed here still by Kenan. So let's see here. Not too much action going on at the moment.
That bottom is that's got to be rough on Kog'Maw because he hasn't had a support all game. He's just trying to do his best, but I mean, up against that misfortune and having that help from Jana.
Right.
And it looks like we just had somebody go down.
Alright, it looks like Top. Oh, look at that. Top does gain the kill on Yorick. Yorick that is his second death there.
That's right. Kennen picked up that. I didn't realize what was going on because Yorick had used his ult. So I was a little confused. I was like, why? There's still 3 people running around up here.
Yeah,
but it looks like Nautilus is going to come in for the gank.
Oh, wow.
Nautilus but
almost
missed that hook.
Yeah.
And, you miss that hook. When that whiffs, you're just like, well, give up. But
yeah, another thing, too, is, man, Royal Pine is counter-juggling like a madman right now.
It's true. That Nautilus has been living in Warwick's jungle all game.
Exactly. Not just that, also anti-warding with... they do see him there. They're going to go ahead and...
That Kennen got caught out of position in his own jungle even.
Yeah. Wow. It's just harsh. It's just...
5-on-1, kids. Not fun.
Yeah. So... it looks like they all will gather here and try and push bottom tower, I assume.
I mean, Kog'Maw can't do anything about it. It looks like Yorick is going to head back up mid. Maybe he's going to try to go for this something on Vladimir. Nah, he's just going to, put a little bit of harass out there, get himself some extra health. And bottom will go down to that 4 champions pushing it.
Yeah, they do see Vladimir. Oh, they do get the hook. Oh, but Vlad does have
out. Oh, but he gets the knockup from Nautilus.
Oh, is it enough though? No.
His ult, and I mean Warwick's gonna go for the chase, but it looks like we're gonna get that Morgana stun.
Not a lot you can do against that. I mean.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this Misfortune and Janna just pushing from so hard.
Yeah.
That tower, it was at full health, and now it's, just under half.
Yeah, and so, for sure, definitely pushing that lane to, while they're distracted with middle was a good idea, so.
Yeah, but I mean, that 4v5, there's not going to be much that Derek is Asian can do. I mean, Soraka is sitting in the fountain. She is, out of it, so.
Right.
Looks like, permanent. Looks like that disconnect did happen, so.
Yeah. So right now, Misfortune, her build is doing very well. I mean, she's got her Bloodthirster right now. Kennen, it looks like they may try for a gank. Oh, no, Nautilus coming back in, noticing that there may be some trouble there.
Yep, Misfortune is going to get out, but she's going to get ignited. She's out. Looks like, and Kennen misses with the...
Kennen really wants the blood on that, really wants to get the kill.
Yeah, she looks so tasty, but...
Oh, I don't know though, not looking good.
Not looking good for Derek is Asian. We got...
Oh, wow, look at that.
And he got
Kennen did flash over the wall to get that kill. Especially to interrupt her ult. That was a great move there by Cervantes. Nautilus, knowing his doom, trying to take someone with him. Yorick.
Wow, and Derek is Asian really pulled ahead. I was a bit surprised.
Yeah.
Right,
Derek is Asian is just... They're struggling still. I mean, they still have a long road. You'll notice there's an 8K difference between the teams.
Yeah, and plus they're down a player, so...
Yeah, so...
I mean, that's never a good situation to be in.
Yeah, so... Maybe Derek is Asian should pull together and buy War Monks a new machine.
Yeah.
Looks like you'll be playing in labs from now on.
And Kennen, look at him, just running in their jungle, still just trying to get away. They all are chasing him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to go, but I don't think
they still got him. Oh my
him.
gosh.
They were out for blood, and they got it.
Oh man, there's not a lot you could have done there. I mean, with the juke, I thought
Yeah, for sure.
Sneaky sneak.
Did all that he could. But
Yeah, I mean, really, like,
got caught.
he really did think. I really thought he might get away in that bush, considering I thought they may have tried to run at home, you know. But it just didn't turn out that way. Honestly, I would have ran for home. I still think he would have had the amount of power. Warmonk's still struggling to get back in the game.
Yeah, still trying. I mean, at this point, for him to come back into the game, though, I mean, he's only level 4. I mean, it would just be, you know.
At this point, it would be painful for him to get back in the game. But at this point, what other choice does he have? Like,
That's
the
true.
game's going to continue to be played. He needs to.
He wants to be there. He wants to be helping out.
Yeah. So.
I mean, one time I was having. Oh, and Royal Pine will pick up that dragon.
Yeah,
but one time I was playing with my friends, and I was experiencing some just terrible lag. And I was playing as Malphite, and because I was lagging so bad, I was like level 1, and everyone was like level 15. And they were just like, hey, just buy a bunch of wards with the global gold that you have and just run around and ward the entire map. And so that's what I did. I played a big game of hide and seek with their team and just warded the whole map for my team.
There you go. You know,
So-
hey, you know, if that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do, you know?
That's
Oh,
right.
wow. Kog'Maw does look like he's gonna fall here to Misfortune.
It looks like Kennen, he's trying to use that Nautilus.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Misfortune showed up and just put the damage
Oh,
down.
man. She, with both of her Phantom Dancer and her Bloodthirster, she just, together, those things have enough power that, especially at this point in the game where they're so under-farmed and
Looks like we'll
under-leveled.
have Warwick try to ult in on that Misfortune, but, I mean, it takes her to about half health, and then she's able to just harass the crap out of him.
Yeah. The
With that
life
poke.
still, like, keeping her alive. I mean, she'll be back at full health before she was even back at the tower, it looks like.
It's true, and bottom tower will go down.
The bottom tower will go down.
And top tower will
does
go
look like it
down.
will be taken by Yorick.
Yep.
So, both bottom and top being pushed to the Inhid towers.
Yeah, I mean, Royal Pine's just pushing hard. I mean, they have the advantage in gold, in number of players, in towers down.
Yeah, so.
I mean, it would really take a miracle to see Derek Evasion pull this one off. But, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, that's for sure, so.
Never know.
War Monks looks like he's back in the game.
Oh, he's back. Look at that.
He
You hear that, War Monks? Just go place a bunch of wards. Oh, and
unfortunately,
Royal
they are
Pines.
3 minutes behind us in lag time, so by the time he hears that, he will.
It's too late.
Yeah.
By the time he hears it. But it looks like Royal Pine is going for Baron. It's going to be uncontested. I mean,
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Derek needs to get Soraka, you know, farmed up a little bit so that she can at least have some level. And
a 10-point level gap at this point in the game is not going to help anybody. So
it's true. Looks like
Royal Pine's clearing the jungle for her.
Yep. It looks like we're gonna have Kennen and Vladimir move in on this Misfortune here in mid. She's going to to get away, and Jammin and Morgana are gonna show up and just take out Kennen.
Yeah, it's one of those things you really want those kills, but at this point in the game, the risk involved was probably not worth it. But
yeah, and it looks like Kog'Maw is gonna get away from this huge ball of death.
Oh yeah.
As is Warwick. You know, Warwick jumped in there for a minute with his ult, and then he was like, "I'm out.
Peace.
I'm out." I would do the same. Middle turret's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Soraka just chilling in here, level 5. Just let me level up, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, not fair. I was disconnected the whole game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Soraka. I'd be so far in my base right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, literally, any of these guys, if they can get like just nick her, it'd be the end. So.
Yep. It looks like we've got a little bit of a split push happening, pushing both in mid and on top.
Yeah, so looks like top will be avoided, and so will the middle from being pushed all the way. But will they be able to do this next wave? That'll be the true test right here. So
yeah, I mean, and right now, I mean, up at top, you do just have those minions wailing away on it for a second there.
Yeah, so
it looks like we're actually going to see Royal Pine pull back. They're going to go back. They're going to spend some of their gold. You know, probably.
It does look like Misfortune has 3K of unspent gold right now.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got a good amount of time.
4K.
A good amount of time with their Baron buff. And so I think what their plan is to go back, spend their gold, you know, and then come back, make another, you know, push right up mid. I would imagine that's what it's looking like.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the chatter going on.
Yeah.
Cog says, "Hey, I smell a comeback," and in response they say, "Stop in the name of love." Well, way to go.
Yeah.
Way to quote a song.
Way to quote a song in the middle of the game. Anyways, so it looks like they're actually not going to push up mid like I thought. I thought, you know, they got a little bit of time on that Baron buff and that they would just take that push right up mid.
Yeah,
but
for sure. If I was them right now, I'd be pushing that mid all the way. I mean, really, like, they still have that Baron buff. You might as well use it. Do not waste it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they did get a good push earlier while having it. It looks like they're just going to sit and wait for Dragon to come up. And there it is.
Soraka's got her ult, so I don't know. That could be the tide turner.
I'm going to take it.
With her, let me get her up here. With her 30 ability power on right now.
Oh yeah, Soraka did get her ult just now.
Yeah,
so. I mean, this game, this could change. This could change.
She has a total of 220 flash heal, so that could be half a hit for some of these teams that they could take off. So.
Oh goodness. I don't know what Royal Pine is going to do in a situation like this.
Yeah.
It looks like they're just going to push up mid.
Yeah. And it's fun. They did wait till Baron buff did fade. I mean,
yeah, they went and picked up that dragon. I think they went into.
Oh man, it looks like there is going to be a lot of conflict here.
Yeah,
Kennen popping his ult. Yeah.
Vlad is actually going to pick up the kill on the Bonnie. And we're going to have.
Vlad will end up falling. Cog ends up falling.
Misfortune, yes.
Oh, looks like Cog did take
one at a time.
And take Janovic too. You know, we do have NAs here.
And they're just going to push the inhibitor and probably just end the game right here and now. I mean, the kills are 11 to 27. It was a 4v5 for majority of the game. So, I mean, as sad as it is, it's part of the game, I guess. It happens. So we're going to see Royal Pine pick up the win on that. We're going to have to talk to the teams there and, you know, see what the status, watch the replay and, you know, see what the status on the disconnects was and see if there's going to be, you know, any conflict there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the chatter.